I was going to turn the light on, but I turned the light on, and it's like, it hurts too much. It's like, ugh, God, yeah. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Um, I've been sick past few days, I guess. Just worn out and drained, and also trying to sober up right now. It's not been good. There's been too much going on. I'm just trying to get myself sorted. Just arguing with people left and right. I've had so many fights with people lately, and had nothing. And and it's like I thought, with sobriety and like, I didn't drink for 89 days straight. Um, I thought somehow it was going to bring clarity. I thought not having this situation or monkey on my back or whatever you want to call it, that things would improve, and they didn't. I mean, I didn't expect magic, but looking back at emails and texts and conversations and stuff like that, and because I kind of like drank too much and basically shut myself down and slept and whatever ate. I just kind of just removed, like what my friend said. It's like it's like if sobriety feels like you're just stuck in one gear all the time, and this is a way to shift gears. I don't know. I'm unfamiliar with the analogy or whatever, but it seemed like a good one. And no, the absurdity, the arguments, the people, everything that I've dealt with for like 89 days, I'm looking back and it's still crazy. I feel like I'm around crazy people talking about crazy things. And and I try to deal with things with a straight, rested, sober mind, and still, it's like, I don't know what is going on. It's almost baffling to the degree of crazy that people are. And then it's just like, well, you're also crazy. And I'm like, yeah, maybe I'm crazy too. We're all crazy. But I don't know. But, I was stuck in that gear for so long. Um, and being angry about so many things because like every moment, every turn, there was something there that made things just so much worse. Could have made things better, but they made things worse. And the fights that I've had with people and still ongoing, they're over the top, over stuff that like I don't even understand what we're even fighting about. I get some sort of like someone says something to me or looks at me the wrong way or whatever. Just something, just basically it's absurdity. I keep using that word absurdity because absurdity is something that I understand. I consider my art to be absurd. An absurdist. I'm almost like on purpose. I do things like that because life is like how art is. I know that it's been, people have said that like the Holocaust was absurd. And the problem with that is that they couldn't believe that it was actually happening. That was kind of like the feeling at the time that the Nazi Party, what they were doing, the flag, the whole thing was so absurd that they couldn't. They people didn't really feel that it was happening because it was too crazy. Like, how could this guy come into power? How with this zany outfit and flag and making up all these rules all of a sudden? Like, they couldn't believe that these things were actually happening while in real time because it just seemed silly. But of course, there were serious consequences, even though it looked silly. It has power now because like we know what the aftermath is. But while it was happening, people were like, "No, this guy's never going to come to power." No, that they're with their outfits and with their you know damn symbol and they're no, no one's going to listen to them. No one's going to do anything. And then things happen and what do they call that? Go through gradualism. Things just got worse and worse and worse until there's a big war. And I feel the same way that it's just like it's too absurd to be real. It's too absurd to be threatening or life changing or something. But I find myself in these situations where things are just so over the top in some way that like I was texting my friend that I'm scared. I'm legitimately scared of the conversations and the people and things that I find myself in, because I'm just like, how is this even possible? Like where did the conversation just diverge into crazy land? And I find them with grown people, grown ups. I'm a grown up, I guess, but just like normal people, normal things. Things are just happening, right? The normal things, and then out of the blue, somebody just is like, I don't even know, I can't even repeat the things that I've experienced, because it just doesn't even make for a good YouTube thing. But but regardless, it's just this feeling of then I take it out on myself. I'm trying to remove myself from the situation. I'm trying to, like, I don't even know if I need a vacation. I don't know what I need. Like, and I thought that, feeling better and getting cured. And no, it's like the engine was still revving hot. The problems have still existed. It's just unending. And I did everything I could this morning to, like, I left home to come here. I'm not feeling well, but I couldn't stay home and stare at the walls all day. And I make it a policy not to drink here, as just like most more or less like a rule, because it's not my space. Yeah, it's not my apartment. So and I woke up and I dumped everything I had that was left over in the sink, and I made my way here. Not I don't whatever, just so I can just be in a different element, in a different space, and feel safe. I think I mentioned that they were going to do construction here, but I guess it's Sunday, no one's doing anything. But I did. Then I look at my art. I'm like, my art's pretty damn normal compared to people. My art's pretty normal compared to everything that I've had to hear or feel or whatever. Because man, the other way, you're just like I'm almost, yeah. I know, it's like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm talking about a thousand different things. I'm talking about just people in general, even the city. Like, I'm texting my friends. It's like, is the city crazy or is it just me? And it's just like, well, maybe both. But it's scary. It's really, really scary sometimes. And I feel like I'm looking at someone and they're saying something crazy to me, and I don't know how to respond. I feel like I want to call, like, the police or something, that it gets so bad. I'm not saying anybody, like, lashed out, like physically threatened me, but it's just somehow, I'm trying to just stay on an even keel, and I've been on an even keel for almost 3 months, and then and I just couldn't do it anymore. Plus the sickness and stuff like that. I don't know. I've asked for help. No one wants to. No one wants. Like, I don't know. I don't think anyone really is rooting for me. So it's difficult. But I'm trying to get my head together. I'm trying to just walk back this whole thing. I didn't want to go overboard again. It's going to be a long weekend again, and being by myself, and the loneliness and the despair and the other problems and money and people, and it's just like, man, it's just I feel like I just go over the edge. Excuse me. These things drive me over the edge. Um, anyway, brought to you by Diet Coke. Um, I drink too much Diet Coke. I love Diet Coke. I no, I actually don't love Diet Coke. I think it's awful, but I can't help. It's like me. It's like drinking a cigarette. It's my version of a cigarette. People smoke cigarettes. I drink Diet Coke. They shouldn't smoke. I should have Diet Coke. But anyway, I'm just running this thing up till 10 minutes. That was actually, I would think I would actually speak a lot longer. Does this help you? I don't know if this helps me, but something. 'Cause I got to do something, because I just got to get my ducks in a row. Oh my God! And there's a nor'easter coming. I don't know if you could see. Yeah, the beautiful weather we're having outside. I don't know what I'm anticipating. It's like they made it such a big stink about it, but it's just like, yeah, whatever. Okay, big deal. Some nor'easter this is. It's cold out. And I flip of a switch, it was fall. And then it's just like that's what's crazy too. All right,